Good, happy Sunday morning, January 31st, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of Politics with Riley King. Hopefully you're all having a great Sunday, and we have a lot of political news to get to, so let's begin this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. First up, Granite Staters' opinions split on Hassan Kuster, new poll shows. Pappas Shaheen viewed favorable, according to new UNH poll. Granite Staters have generally favored views of Senator Maggie Hassan and U.S. Reps Chris Pappas and Annie Kuster, but none of them receive a large vote of confidence, a new poll shows. The University of New Hampshire Survey Center's latest poll, released Friday, shows Senator Jeanne Shaheen with the strongest favorable rating among the 4 Democrat members of the state's congressional delegation. Shaheen won her race for a third term confidently in November. Last month, Hassan announced she is running for re-election next year. Pappas has filed a statement of candidacy for a run for a third term in 2022, while Kuster is expected to seek a 6th term. The poll was conducted on January 21st to the 25th among 2,025 Granite Staters for the statewide Senate results, while 980 people responded in the 1st Congressional District and 1,037 responded in the 2nd District. Hassan is viewed favorably by 41% of Granite Staters, while 36% view her unfavorable and 19% are neutral. The poll says that's an improvement over the prior UNH Survey Center poll in December, in which she was viewed favorable by 37% and unfavorable by 39%. Hassan gets favorable marks from 79% of Democrats, with only 5% viewing her unfavorable and 11% having no opinion. But self-described independents view her unfavorable by 45% to 25%, and she is viewed unfavorable by 65% of Republicans. Shaheen is viewed favorable by 49% of Granite Staters, according to the poll, with 36% viewing her unfavorable. Shaheen defeated Republican Corky Mesner in November by a margin of 56.7% to 41%. Pappas is viewed favorable by 39% and unfavorable by 30% in the 1st District adults, with 24% having no opinion of him. According to the poll, he is viewed favorable by 72% of Democrats, while 55% of Republicans view him unfavorable, a low number among voters either registered in or identified with the opposite party. Pappas defeated Republican Matt Mowers by a margin of 51.3% to 46.2% in November. Kuster defeated Republican challenger Steve Negron in November by a margin of 53.7% to 43.7%, but her constants are split in views of her. 41% view her favorable and 43% view her unfavorable, with 10% having no opinion or neutral. Lewandowski creates new PAC to back Republican supporters of pro-Trump agenda. Windham resident, Trump confident, says former President probably disheartened by rash of Biden executive orders. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
With the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, Preferred Rewards members can earn up to 5.25% cash back on online shopping, making the essentials even more rewarding.
In coverage tonight, New Hampshire's Corey Lewandowski telling WMUR's John DeStaso that he intends on being a key player in the 2022 midterm election. The former campaign manager for President Trump says he's created a new PAC to help a Republican win New Hampshire's first congressional district. Lewandowski hasn't ruled out running for governor, but says he would not challenge Governor Sununu.
Until Governor Sununu makes his decision on what he's going to do, I'm going to continue to focus on raising money, helping people around the country, and if and when the governor decides he's going to do something different, I would look at that.
For more on John DeStaso's interview with Mr. Lewandowski, visit the New Hampshire primary source page on WMUR.com.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sununu endorses Stepanek for NHGOP chair, Tucker for vice chair. Governor weighs in on contested top party races, gets pushback from challenger for chair position. Governor Chris Sununu on Friday weighed in on the contested races for chair and vice chair of the New Hampshire Republican Party, endorsing incumbents Stephen Stepanek and Pamela Tucker in an email to nearly 500 state committee members. Maskless New Hampshire lawmaker runs hearing after out-of-state trip. Bozardillo later downed a face shield, saying he was doing so to the safetiest and satisfying anyone who was whining and complaining. A Republican legislature in New Hampshire House failed to cover his face as required for more than 3 hours of testimony in a hearing room Friday, a day after he returned from Florida. Rep. Al Bozardillo, a Republican from Londonderry, said he had maintained social distance throughout his trip and later donned a face shield, saying he was doing so to satisfy anyone who was whining and complaining. First bill for Pappas Custer this session focuses on COVID-19 pandemic. Pappas bill would address veterans' care. Custer aims to improve technology. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Here comes time for a little, and just like that, here comes the sunbasket.
As Congress works on another round of comprehensive COVID-19 relief legislation, New Hampshire Representatives Annie Custer and Chris Pappas are putting forward proposals that could be rolled into the final massive bill. In his first bill of the session, Pappas is focusing on ensuring the feds pick up the tab for veterans seeking emergency care.
I've actually heard from veterans through the years that because of bureaucratic issues, because they were unsure if they were going to be hit with a big bill from going to the emergency room, they've avoided doing it. And so this would clarify for the duration of this public health emergency, for COVID and non-COVID reasons, veterans would be able to have an automatic authorization at emergency rooms across our state.
Cost is a consideration here, but if this legislation yields better health outcomes and the bills get paid, he'd like to make the change permanent.
That would be my intention, and I think we can garner significant support for this.
Congresswoman Custer is trying to improve the information technology side of the COVID-19 vaccine distribution process. First, by getting all 50 states on the same page.
Part of the challenge is to make sure that every state is tied into the technology infrastructure so that we can keep track of the doses of vaccine that go out to the states.
Custer says streamlining logistics will get more shots into more arms more quickly.
This is a big challenge. They have to be kept at cold temperatures. Once the packaging has been opened, they have to be used in a particular amount of time. And all of that takes a great deal of coordination. So our legislation is about the technology infrastructure for that coordination to make it very efficient.
Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Bills creating independent redistricting advisor commission agenda under review by lawmakers. Past efforts vetoed by Sununu. Sponsors stress panel would not usurp legislative authority over the final plan. Lawmakers are trying for a third consecutive year to create an independent advisory commission to draw proposed congressional, state legislative, and executive council district boundaries for the next 10 years. The bills creating such a commission were passed by the legislature in 2019 and 2020, only to be vetoed by Governor Chris Sununu. And that does it for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great week ahead of you, everybody. Goodbye.